At first, we'll have Cash at second, Shiloh at short, Birdie at third. Behind the plate's going to be Zara. Left field looks to be Evie. Center field is Hone, and right field is Sadie for this one. No music owned by the rights of Khaos. Any background music is purely incidental. So, Adam, I'm excited to see how we do today against the Spintech team, man. What you thinking? What do you got?
I'm excited. This team we played before, and it's been a fairly even matchup, so I think this is going to be a fun game, tight game. We can see which areas will be our
Ball called.
Close.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Reagan at the rectangle today, or I guess they call it the pitching lane. I found the official term, Reagan in the pitching lane. Yeah.
Oh,
and that's a nice hit into center field. Holland with the scoop. Does get a first base knock by number 13, Kent. Good job, kid. So one runner on, nobody out. Second batter for the Spintech up to the plate. This should be a good, nice, heated battle here. Kind of excited to see how this goes, Adam. Bunt situation coming up. Ball 1.
You know, I'm wondering.
Runner will still.
Yeah, I was going to continue button if they try to get into third. Play a small ball.
Little small ball, Adam? Do you think we'll have some small ball happening today?
You know what I liked about yesterday?
And it's caught by Cashley. Makes the play. Nice job, Cash.
Zara, if you remember yesterday, I thought she was going to bunt, and she went back and swung hard. I like that. So it's kind of gives a picture of
false sense of hope, Adam. Like whenever I wear khakis and eat chili, it's a false sense of hope, right, Adam? It's going to get dirty.
Or hot fudge, man.
Hot fudge always, man. It's never going to stay clean. So new batter with 1 out. So runner on second. No scores yet for Spintech. Swings away for a beautiful fastball by Reagan. I think that was a fastball. Someone keep me honest.
She's got 4 different pitches. That's really amazing.
She's got 4 more than I do, Adam. How about you? You know. So no ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that should be not caught in time. We'll bring a runner home. That'll bring home 2 runs. That'll put 2 RBIs up on it. A little bit of an action cam shot for as we close in. Spintech a little fired up. So 2 runs. Adam, what do you think of that? You know, it is what it is. Nice. A little low for a ball 1, Adam.
Reagan's doing the right thing.
So we got a 2-0 count, 1 ball, no strike, 1 out. Nobody on base right now. Reset here. Swings away for strike 1. Beautiful pitch there by Reagan against number 0 for the Spintech. So Adam, this is a winner-take-all advanced type of situation. This is a bracket play, man. What are you feeling? What are you feeling so far today?
This is a fun part.
A little low.
Numbers.
Khaos coming into today 1 and 2. Had a couple of lessons learned yesterday, man. Had some punches, and we came back and won the final to give them some confidence.
Yeah, I feel like we're always
strike called.
Some runs.
Run production, man, is something we got to get going early on. Defense has kind of found its way. Getting a chance to be out here on the field, you notice, you can feel it. That turf is a little bit a scorcher, isn't it, man? Get 15 degrees hotter out here. Full count for number 0. Reagan broke tradition today, Adam, so we'll see how it goes. We broke tradition today. We did not go to Starbucks. Mom made her like a mocha cappuccino thing. Let's get over. Swings away, gets her. Out number 2. So we got 2 down, 2 runs given against a Spintech team, which I will say I'm okay with that, man. This is a stout team here. Ball 1 called. High ball 1. What do you expect to see, Adam? Do you expect to see some small ball today? Or?
I do. I think it was close. Small ball for the
Strike call. Nice. Nice spot there. She definitely warmed up. Did you guys have your morning routine, Adam, down pat?
We did, yeah. So we're doing the same.
Makes the play at first. Nice job. 2 down. 3 down. So we do get the third out, Adam. So we, sorry, go ahead with your story. My fault, man.
No, you're good. We went to McDonald's. She got her fucking muffin.
So she's good to go, right?
She's good to go. Hopefully we'll start off strong.
So if you guys notice, we're doing a little different cam today. We're doing the first base cam. I want to kind of give you a little direction of the field, kind of give you some action shots outside of the typical behind the plate scenario. We love the umpire, but we think we've seen enough of the umpire's neck for a few seasons, right? So yeah, let us know what you think. We got a tournament coming up next weekend, but kind of want to see if you like the view a little bit better. So Adam, that was a quick inning, half inning of work. Took 6 minutes off the clock. Defense was good.
Cash made a great catch.
Yeah, Cash staying on the catch there, right? So got the routine, got your sausage McMuffin. Speaking of which, I saw, Adam, on the way home last night that due to inflation, it's no longer $1 sodas, it's $1.59 sodas. I think I can still handle that, though. I still go in there a couple times a month, get me a nice sweet tea from McDonald's.
Yes.
It's my thing, you know. So.
It's no longer the dollar menu, it's the great menu.
The great value menu. The $1.25 menu. I told you about.
Back in my day, I remember you like a 50-cent Snickers bar and you get like a 50-cent soda pop from the machine. Now it's like $1.50 Riff Snickers.
The kids were asking us earlier because, oh, by the way, Coach Hawk has made a declaration that the first home run over the fence today is $100. He made it official. It's public. Coach Brooke wasn't so happy about that, but Coach Hawk said the first home run over the fence. Over the fence. And Cashley goes, what was it like back in your day when you guys didn't have that much? Didn't have fences in black and white. So it was $10 could get you like a lifetime supply of suckers. We were talking through that.
Right.
It's true though, man. $10 nowadays.
It's a lot farther, right? Like change used to be a big amount. Change is like so.
Do you remember as a kid having a pocket full of change, going to the arcades, Adam, and just having a whole day? Your parents could drop you off for like $3.
Exactly.
Play like 4 hours of Street Fighter. Crazy, you know.
Absolutely. Double Dragon.
Let's go. So leadoff batter, the H-bomb herself, up to the plate. Holland. Let's see if she can take a bite out of the ball, you know, and send it into deep left. Does she prefer a spot when you talk about hitting? Is she a left, right? Does she say where she likes to direct the ball to ever?
She likes to pressure the left.
Ball one. Nice little breeze here. Found a little spot, a little hideaway. 2 ball. I was watching, as everyone else is, I'm sure, watching College World Series, and one of the leadoff batters, they were interviewing her, and she said, I used to hate it, but now it's my job to get the team rolling. And that's what Holland's job is to get the team rolling. Routine out at first. The leadoff batter, she does her job. She gets the bat swinging. And also, too, a lot of it is copy what you see. If you're seeing your leadoff batter out there swinging, you're going to have more confidence in the 2-hole, 3-hole. If the leadoff batter can hit the pitcher, then they're going to have more confidence, you know. Ball one. So it's a bittersweet, man, because this is a winner-take-all, advance. Oh, nice hit by Birdie. Look at that one flying. Oh, my gosh. What a catch by the center fielder. I can't be mad about that one, Adam. Birdie had a nice hit, but that was a beautiful catch. Hats off to the center fielder for that one. That was pretty. Wow. Birdie had a triple just waiting in the queue. Here comes Cash Money. Coolest name on the planet when money's in your name. You know what I'm saying? Cash Money. Ball one. Behind us is the musical sounds of the Sandbox restaurant. Kind of a cool little venture if you want to come out here and watch some softball, get some good food, play some pickleball. Genesis is a spot for you. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Your count becomes 1-1. 2 outs, Adam. So we need a run here. We need to hurry up and get a run. You know. Ball 2 called for Cashley. 2 ball. No strikes, 2 outs. Dugout fired up. Love to see that. And there, of course, is coach. I want to hear some cheering your teammates on. Get fired up early. Don't look back. Stay in it, regardless. And Cash Money fouls it to stay alive. 2 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Down to our last potential strike of the inning, as we just have taken 11 minutes off the clock. This one going fast. And Cash Money above the head. My fault. That was 3 balls. So Cash Money does get the walk. Walks equals runs. So there's Cash Money over here, hanging out at first. Here comes Big Dog Zara. I'm sorry. Yeah, Zara. Always has a routine. Always takes a moment to give thanks to the Lord. Love that about her. And 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on first. Tying run at the plate. Cash Money ready to go. Good morning. It's a new chant. Oh, beautiful pitch. Just lays it right across. I think 10 times out of 9, Adam, I would not hit that. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Did you also know, Adam, speaking of 10 times out of 9? Ooh. Fumbles it, makes it safe. Good job, Zara. Safe at first. So we got our tying run at second and go-ahead run at the plate now, Adam, just like that. Did you know, speaking of 10 out of 9, Adam, that 5 out of 4 people struggle with math?
That sounds about right.
If you don't,
I kept you back in the day. It was such a funny sayings.
So if you don't know, now you know. Zara giving the Superwoman flex right there, ready to go. If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Yogi Berra. You know, speaking of Yogi Berra, the other day, Adam, I remember when you called me, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, you called me and you said, did I wake you up? I said, no. Had to get up to answer the phone anyway. 1-1. That was a made-up story, y'all. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Rally situation. Runners on first and second. Hadley at the plate. Hadley watching it. A little low. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs. Swings away for strike 2. And Adam, yet again, down to our last potential strike of the inning. Extending the play here a little bit, putting a runner on first and second. Even if we cut the lead in half, to let the Spintech know we mean business. Mind game. So full count for Hadley. Let's see if she... So are you swinging at him? Full count situation like this, 2 outs? What are you doing?
Yeah, definitely swing.
Go for it. Oh. Does take her base. So loads them up. So juices up the bases. So we got runners on first, second, and third. We'll look at the field action there. And here comes Shiloh, the slap queen. Slapper extraordinaire. 15 minutes off the clock. Home half of the first. Shiloh watches it for strike 1. Caught looking. Hadley kind of getting her teammates fired up. Love it. In the matinee game, the 11 o'clock game. So, Adam, I know our plans should be that we want to obviously stay around for the championship game today, but assuming we, afterwards, what's your evening plans looking like? What a game. Redeem. Ooh, strike 2 for Shiloh. My goodness. The pitcher's dialed in here, number 9. So 2 strikes. And evens up the count at 2-2. I'd love to sit down sometime, Adam, and interview a batter and a pitcher when both bases are loaded and see what's the more pressure situation, on the batter or the pitcher, you know? Who's gonna sweat more on this one? You know, when you're loaded up like that. Full count. And we walk one in. We cut the lead in half. Shiloh waits patiently. Shiloh waking up the offense there. So here comes Hannah in the transfer portal from the Khaos Myatt squad. She got her breakfast of champions. Her dad said it. He called it. Strike one. Umpire, everybody has a different zone. You notice that everywhere you go. Strike two. Once again, Adam, down to our last potential strike. This team will not quit, but they like these 2-out rally situations. They like to make us sweat for it. And just like that, we have tied the game. The go-ahead run is brought across the plate. Nice job. Nice job, Hannah. Hannah brings in 2 McRibbies. Bases.
And again, it's the 2-out magic.
It's the 2-out magic. It's the rally cap. You know, coach is taking a minute. Every time, Adam, they make us sweat for it. And there's a look at Hannah talking to Coach Brooke over there.
Hey, you see how the ump likes them high? Did you see that he was calling them strikes up here? So she likes them a little.
Coach Mom taking a minute to talk to players. Yeah.
She likes them high.
Yeah.
So just keep that in your head, okay? Watch what she's
So
calling.
1-run advantage against a Spintech team with 2 outs. 2-out rally. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going. You know.
Hey, way to be, Hannah.
Walk runs. And there's Coach.
We talked about how we had to come in this inning.
Had to make sure. Huh?
Josh getting a little drink of his latte.
Thank you. Yeah, I got a little. Well, this is good. Brought to you by Coke Zero.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you said that.
Apparently, the new tradition's working. It's good. So here we go. On at the plate. So 2 ball, no strikes for Anna at the plate. Hannah makes it over to second. And starting to see a dip in the strike zone here. 3 balls. I like it. Strike one. So hitters count for Anna. Can we keep the streak alive, Adam? Can we keep it going against this Spintech team? Strike 2 for Anna. Down to our last strike, potentially, of the inning. And she gets her look in for out number 3. So in a nice comeback, we trade some punches, Adam. 3 runs for Khaos, 2 for Spintech. That inning takes 20 minutes off the clock. We'll go to the top of the second. That was fun to watch. It was more explosive. She got the juices flowing. Started off with Holland getting the juices flowing. Everybody was hitting. Timing the pitcher. So once again, any music in the background is purely incidental, not owned by the rights of Khaos. We'll bring Reagan back to the pitcher's lane. There we go. That's what it is. There's Cash Money over there at second. There's Hadley at first. We'll keep Birdie at third. It does. I like it. And outfield's going to be Holland, Evie, and Sadie taking care of business in the outfield. And then Shiloh will remain at short while we put Zara behind the plate.
Yeah, I think a lot of good takeaways.
It was a good inning. Very, very fun to play. You want to see punches being traded like that.
We talked about this team.
This was not going to be a walk in the park.
More runs.
Little inside look at the dugout. Little inside look at what's going on behind the scenes. There's your coaching staff. Doing a great job over there. There's Coach Hawk, Coach Cassie, Coach Brooke, and Coach Darcy. 4 of the greatest softball minds in Kansas.
Available for autographs.
Available for autographs after this. Right. And there's Coach Hadley, the official 5th coach right there. She came to play. Everybody got their breakfast. She wants to go.
Nice throw.
Zara definitely loves playing catcher. She was born for this. Definitely doesn't want to be anywhere else on the field. I'm glad to have her there. Kind of talks things over a little bit. Pep talk. So here comes new batter. Strike one, call for Reagan. Nice job. Foul tip to stay in there. Nice job. You know, I would like to say I know it, but I can't tell. I'd like to say yes. A lot of times I think people just kind of make it up as they go. That's a rise ball. That's a drop ball. Can't really tell. I couldn't tell you. And that's a hit, and it's foul. Just foul. Just foul. That was beautiful contact there. Just foul. There's Coach Cassie. What's up, Coach?
All right, Bill.
Here we go. So 0-2 count with 2 out, or no outs, excuse me. And there's another grounder. Is it going to be caught in time? And it's safe at first. Nice job. Safe at first for the runner. So they get the juices flowing for number 15. Here comes the new batter. That was a nice hit, nice pitch. We knew there was going to be some punches being traded here, Adam. We knew that. And runner will advance to second on a steal, makes it in time, and is going to steal third, possibly going to steal home. And we have a wild error E4 that brings home run number 3. Tie game. That's one that you don't want to cough up, Adam. That hurts. That hurts. Tie game. Strike 2 called. Hold the old Greg Maddox, right? Oh, just a little low. I don't like that call, Adam. I don't like that call. And fouls it to stay alive. So even up the scoreboard 3-3, top of the second. Almost 30 minutes of game clock down on this one already. Swings away and gets her swinging for out number 1. I'll take a refund for that last hit. So nice job, Reagan, taking the runner off the path. Here comes a new batter for Spentech. Birdie playing very, very close, looking to crash over there on third. Strike 1. Ump does like him a little high. Strike 2. We'll take it. Bonus strike. The umpire strikes back for a 0-2 count. Got her swinging for out number 2. Back-to-back Ks for Reagan. Trust the process, Adam. I like that. Here comes a new batter for the Spentech. So 2-out situation. Can Spentech rally? They've already put 1 across on an E4 to second base. Nice! Oh, just barely missed by Sadie in right field. Good effort there. Good crash by Evie. Good job. Good job. She was there. Great job. Nice hit there. Nice effort. She's all over it. Could have been a lot worse. That's what I say every time we file our taxes, Adam. Just kidding. So runner on first, 2-out rally. Here comes number 14, Robledo, up to the plate. That's actually what I used to tell my parents when I give them my report card. So it could have been a lot worse. Could have been worse. High ball. Runner thinking about it. Holds off on first.
At this point, 2 outs. I wouldn't worry about the runner.
And runner will scoot on over to second. Makes it in time. The second. So they're playing some small ball out. They're playing aggressive right here. Is what they're doing. You know, we need to take it. Base running is huge. Base running can sometimes be the deciding factor that you need in a close game like this. 2 steps slower than out, so base running practice is huge. Strike called for 2-1. Holds off on second over there. High, ball 3 called, excuse me. Hitters count. 3 balls and a strike with 2 outs. Got her for a full count. Pitch number 6 on the way. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. In a tie game situation, let's see if Reagan can get out of this potential go-ahead run here. Let's mow her down. Nice drop, third strike. Does make it to first in time. A little bit of a check on first to see if the batter made it in time. Out at 1. Close. So tie game. So Adam will go to the home half of the second. Tie game. What'd you see it there, Adam, on that?
Hey, I mean, this team is a really good team. We were only on there. 2 runs for change.
Slowing,
I like our defense. We're in the right spots.
slowing the pace down, right? You know? A little inside look at the dugout. Everyone kind of talking things over, and there you can kind of see a little action cam. Everyone kind of getting ready for the home half of the second. So, Adam, we took 30 minutes off the clock for this one, halfway there. You know, which I kind of wanted. You want to see those barn burners, you know. You want to see tensions rise. There's what's up?
Water and stop filming me.
Hello.
Hi.
We'll make the call. So we'll bring back starting pitcher number 9 for the Spin Tech. Adam, I've seen some great pitching on both sides today. I really have.
Yeah, I think it's 2 good teams that can hit the ball really well, and 2 pitchers. Makes for a great match.
Which lets me know that I think the 11 o'clock is our official good omen to start.
I think so. 8 o'clock.
Not so much 8 o'clock. We're all still kind of asleep, you know. 11's where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
A little above the head for that one. So let's see what we can do here. We got up to the plates coming Sadie. Well, there's a nice catch, man. She just barely dropped it over in right field, excuse me. So close. That's one of those plays where, if it said the ball was a 10-inch ball, probably would have kept it in the glove. Sometimes it just happens. The ball bounces a different way.
It's nice to see our outfield doing some work here. Sometimes they don't get too much.
Everybody hitting. If only we had replay. To kind of call that. So here comes Sadie. Wait, Sadie? My bad, Sadie. Reagan's on deck for your Chaos squad. Let's see what Sadie can do. And there's Coach Brooke coming off of a 250-mile bike ride. Makes the out at first. My fault. Here comes Evie, right? Evie up to the plate, and I think Reagan will be on deck. So 1 out, 1 up, 1 down. Foul ball for contact. No, I'm sorry. This is Sadie at the plate, Adam. Evie just was at the plate. My bad, Evie, my bad. You're Sadie. Sadie at the plate. Steps off the plate a little bit there for 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Another pitch to contact in time. Contact is made, so 2 outs. Let's see, Adam, if we can keep the streak alive with a 2-out rally. This is where we like to be, right, in these 2-out rallies. Let's see what we got here. What's your prediction here, Adam?
Oh, look at that, right over the gate.
Reagan with a nice single. Good job, Reagan. There's the Big 10. You know why your number is 10? Have I ever told the story? She said, because Tatum's 9, obviously I must be 10. And that's the story. That's the story. Her bigger sister is number 9. Strike 1 for Holland. I love that Holland rocks a double aught. It's like the 00. You know, that's so cool. Did she say she just thinks it looks cool, Adam? Is that the reason? Just looks cool. And there's a nice, oh man, nice contact from Holland there. So we do leave runners stranded, but we all had some hits. Here's a look at the Big 10. Good job, Big 10. Look at Shiloh over there congratulating their teammates. I love to see that. So we'll go to the top of the 3rd just like that. 3 innings already factored in. Tied game. See if we keep the same pitcher for the spin tech out here. Adam, it's been a fun game to watch, that's for sure. Entertaining. I got a feeling we'll see 5 or 6 innings in this game, the way the pace is flying right now, back to back.
Yeah, what's the time?
We got 30 minutes left of the game clock. Averaging about 10 minutes an inning with this one, which is high-paced for these two teams. You know, I heard a stat last night, Adam, in pitching, and it blew my mind. You know, at the average MLB or even AAA minor league or even down to 12U, 10U, a kid might pitch every 5 days. An amazing stat from this weekend. This weekend alone, Najee Kennedy has pitched 400 pitches. This past week alone. There's a record actually in 06, a pitcher in the 06 Women's College World Series, one pitcher pitched 1,000 pitches. And it's all in the legs. If your legs can handle it, you can put mileage on it. Total different mechanics, mindset, workhorse, you know. It's going to be a tough game. So outfield will remain with, right field's going to be Sadie, center's going to be Holland, left field should be Evie. We'll keep the same infield. And Hannah's coming to the bullpen over here. You move? You can probably move. So no ball, one strike, nobody out. 1 ball, 1 strike for current batter. Reagan back in the pitcher's lane. I'm so used to saying circle, Adam, it's unreal. So the pitcher's lane. A little low for ball 2. 2 ball, 1 strike, tie game. Dugout fired up for spin tech, as you'd expect. Drops it for 2 balls and 2 strikes.
some action a little bit today.
We do have some action. We're in the danger zone, but you know it's okay. We trust our pitcher. Above the head for ball 3. Full count for Reagan. Yeah, I have not seen a lot of those today. Fouls it to stay alive. Pitch number 6 on the way. Pitcher making her work for it. Taking nothing for granted here on this one. And takes a walk down memory lane to first base. Whenever we were playing days, if you hit a walk, you would call that the perp walk. the perp walk. No, the perp walk. Yeah, perp walk. And runner will attempt to steal second. Does get there in time. Small ball. Small ball right there, Adam. The name of the game. I can't be mad about that. Playing a team that we like to play against. Very, very tight game here. We'll be okay. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Runner on second.
Yeah, you try to throw third.
I would say so, yeah. She's thinking about it. Pinch the run at third, yeah. Scoring is the key. 2-2. We're good. They're out. Good job, kid. I trusted you. And low ball. So pitcher had some work. Hannah was relieving inside getting ready for relief work inside the bullpen, and we were right here in the action, Adam. And there's a pitch to contact. So sacrifice out at first, does advance the runner to third, does her job. Nice play by Hadley at first, though. Nice job, Hadley, to make the play to minimize. Understood the assignment. So, Adam, this is where I want to hold my breath because we're back-to-back full counts. Strike 1 called.
It's a decoy.
Can Reagan pull off this winning 2 outs? Fouls it. 0-2 count. 0-2 count, Adam. Close one here. Got to run on third. The go-ahead run at third. And she does take the lead. And a drop third strike comes across the plate. So they take the small lead there with a 1-run lead. 4-3 spin tech. 1 out. Sometimes you gamble. In the words of the Reverend Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Oh wait, that wasn't Kenny Rogers, the Reverend. Yes, it was. The gambler. 0-1 is your count with 1 out. Kenny who? Kenny G? Safe at second. Man, the base running is just insanely in step today for the spin tech. Zara's definitely got the arm for it. You want her there. You want her to be able to. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second. 4-3 spin tech. At this point, 1 run is not crucial. Plenty of game time left. Oh man, dead ball. Dead ball. Love to see where you're watching from on YouTube, Sideline, or Facebook. Let us know where you're watching from. Love to hear a comment. Tell us if you like the zone on the side. Action cam. And there's a nice snag by Reagan, gets the out at second, or first, excuse me. Advances the runner to third. Nice scoop by Reagan to make the play to Hadley for 2 outs. So 2 outs. Once again, any background music is purely incidental, not owned by the rights of Khaos. So 2 outs. Coach Darcy calling traffic. I like it. So 1 ball, no strike, 2 outs. The go-ahead run already across the plate. 4-3 spin tech. Above the head for ball 2. Ball 2. Three ball called. Yeah, you know, it's I'd almost be okay with a walk here myself. You're right. So takes the base there and walks it out to the corners. So this is where I start getting a tad bit nervous, Adam. Oh no. Aggressive. Caught sleeping on that one, Adam. You got to give it to him on that. Can you walk us back to that play as being more of a statistician? What just happened there? What went wrong for those watching? No. Reagan didn't have the ball. Swings away for strike 1. 2 errors. Good team, though, man. Good team to play against. Aggressive. Swings away, and runner will advance to second on a steal. Makes it in time. Five runs, 3 innings of work. We're at 45 minutes of game time down. Different look at the field. Seeing what these kids really go through on the turf. Man, it's definitely a scorcher out here, Adam. Probably about 90 out here on the turf, I'd say. And runner thinking about it. Is she gonna go? Should I stay or should I go? That would be so cool. Actually, Adam, I call myth on that. So last year, Tatum and I, my oldest, we tried the whole fry the egg on the sidewalk thing. It did not work. I was mad and I was really hungry. So I wasted an egg, and that was really stupid to waste eggs at this time. You know, I put 1 egg and let it sit for about 10 minutes, and it bubbled a little bit, but it was definitely not. And it was 105 outside. I thought for sure we got this. It did not fry. Well, maybe I didn't do it right, so if y'all have ever had success with that, let me know, but I've never fried an egg on the asphalt. Never worked. Oh, baby Jesus, that's a nice hit to left field. That's going to bring in 1. So that'll make it 6-3. Nice hit by number 0. I still like my chances, Adam, with just 3 runs against this spin tech team. I still like my chances. There's a lot of discipline, discipline stuff. Swings away. Nice pitch. Reagan with the revenge strike right there. Every time. Should we come back in advance, we'll play the Oklahoma Rain. Winner of this game plays the Oklahoma Rain. Dugout fired up for spin tech. Understandable. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 6-3 spin tech. It's a pop-up. Not caught in time. Addie from spin tech gets a single off that, number 2. So runners on first and second. So we start talking about a mound visit here. I think it's time. You might see a pitching change here, Adam, which I understand. But and this is what we talked about before the game today. When a team starts getting behind in the count, they got to rally. They got to let it go. Got to let it go. Easier said than done. We've all been there. You know, we've all in your youth sports. Be a goldfish, man. That. Oh my goodness, especially the Parmesan ones.
We had a few of those yesterday. Yeah.
I'll take them. You know they make a goldfish crusted pizza now?
No.
Yes, it's real. God has been good. Goldfish crusted pizza.
That's how you know we're in really good life right now.
So they're gonna have a little calm down sesh, or like what we like to call a sermon on the mound. That's an original right there. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. 6-3 spin tech. Ball 1. Adam, I think the key of this game is coming down to base steal, stealing bases. This team has 3 or 4 stolen bases this game alone.
That's where
It's critical.
that small ball and
Strike called. You start to see the game of inches turn into runs like that in the small ball situation.
We've got at least one more inning left.
Oh, strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Down to the last potential strike of the inning. Can Reagan sit her down and leave a couple stranded? But it's been neck and neck all day, so let's come back and do 3 runs, Khaos. We'll advance the runner to third. We'll move the base runners.
Kind of reminds me of that tournament last time. The team that's really strong, out of back and forth, and trying to really connect to win. Let's see if they can do that.
Down by 6 runs in that game, Adam.
They're like 6-0 in that too.
Oh, and that's a chopper.
Ashley with a nice grab.
Got it. Got it. Nice job. Ends the run damage. 6-3. Home half of the third we go. So we're at about 20 minutes of game clock, Adam. It's not to say it's crunch time, but it's Captain Crunch time, Adam. We got to get some hits. Let's say we need to be able to get 1 or 2 and get us to a 5th and 4th inning of play. We'll look at the dugout over there. Look at the beautiful complex. I'll take you around for a second, and there's some of the teams over there. There's your Sandbox Grill. Over here to our left in the Megaplex, there's teams all around playing. There's one of our greatest fans right there for the Khaos. And this field, Adam, I'm telling you, is beautiful. They got the nets over there, lights, full-on Wi-Fi system. This place is great.
We talked about the dirt fields. The dirt fields have been great, but other than that, this complex has got it all.
So we'll go to the bottom of the third as we're approaching 20 minutes of game clock. Adam, I got to say, I want to see some aggression. I want to see some small ball.
Hey, look at the dugout. Our team is cheering and excited and engaged.
You hear that, Adam? Yeah, some nice cheers. Yeah. I like it. So bottom of the third we go. 20 minutes of game clock left. Adam, hope you brought your sunscreen because it's a scorcher today.
Basking over here.
Basking in the glory of the sun.
70 SPF. Coconut.
I like it. My favorite game, Adam, I ever called, I've been doing this for a long, and I love every game, don't get me wrong, but I'll tell you a story about a game in a minute. So Bird Dog at the plate, ball 1. We're in Augusta, Kansas, 2022. And this Khaos organization is known for just the dog fight mentality. Went into an 8-inning game in a double overtime situation. 8 inning. It's a 2-hour game in Augusta in the middle of the summer. Just a scorcher. And they did not. It was a 1-1 game against a team called the Unified 10. No, Reagan was actually, that was her older sister on that team. That was before Reagan made her debut as a pitcher. That's when she was still, kind of rocking the soccer days. So Holland's played multiple sports too. We talked about this. Basketball. Does she play a little soccer as well, Adam?
Yeah, she started out playing soccer for 18. And
Strike call.
Softball's kind of what she
And your son also plays multiple sports, right? Boston. Yeah. Multi-sport athlete. So you got many scholarships coming his way. Nice hit by Bird Dog. Good contact by Birdie. Good job. Birdie's been hitting every time, man. She's doing good. Doing a good job. So here comes Cash Money, the ATM of home runs. She starts spitting out home runs at him. She's looking for that $100. So if you were a kid and your dad's like, hey, here's $100 for home run, what you spending it on? Strike one. I no question. My number one thing I spend it on. We were talking about this is the Reebok pumps from the 1984 edition, the D Brown pump Reebok Classics. I would take every dollar I had towards that back then. You know, it was like you said, it meant business. If you start doing the 3 pumps, time to go. You're gonna win, no matter if it's hopscotch or foursquare or basketball. You got the pumps. You're going places. 2 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Cash Money at the plate. Nowadays, I asked Reagan what she spent $100 on. She goes, probably some more Sephora. So I had to look up what that was. Apparently, it's a perfume and a makeup place. Clean fielding for out number 2. Here comes Zara. Love it. Every time. You know, we talked about superstition, Adam, for like when we talk about breakfasts and things and whatnot, and it's come to my attention after studying that it's more about routine and habits. I don't think that, you know, whether it's Holland getting the McDonald's or Reagan, it's more about just the comfort of the routine. And this team has fallen into a great rhythm, a routine. This Khaos team, they practice well together. They go hard. They're practicing Tuesday night in the parking lot. Were you there for that? Strike. I mean, it was so rainy. They couldn't play on the field. It was basically quicksand out there. So they're playing on the parking lot, still getting work in. I love that about Coach Darcy, finding a spot to play no matter what, to practice. Practice is how you win games. Swings away for strike 2 for Zara. The 2-out rally situation, that's where we like to be. We like to come alive in these 2-out rallies. And Zara with the turns it foul. Oh, man. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Living on a prayer right now, Adam, with three runs. We need some production here. We need something. We got 15 minutes. We'll get 1 more inning, but we got to put a stop and we got to make some runs. Walk off would be cool, you know. She tagged her. Well, that's nobody on base on that one. No runs left behind. 6-3. Top of the 4th we go, Adam. 4 innings of work in this game. So
They're gonna probably get to nod again one more time and see if she's right here.
Coach Garrett was talking a lot about this in the pregame kind of coaching. So much goes into pregame mindset, mentality, and whatnot. He said, girls, this is where I need you in these rally situations. When you start feeling yourself getting behind in the score or count, I still believe in you no matter what. It's just a score. It's just a number, you know. So here comes Reagan back to she will finish this inning. We'll keep the same defensive strategy inbound. Outfield will be Sadie, Anna, and Holland. No change there. We'll let Hannah take a breather here on this one. So 6-3, we'll have 1 more chance to bat. Assuming we don't have a run rule here. The only way this would be insurmountable is if we run rule it to where there's a 7-run lead. Then it's all she wrote. Hannah doing a little warm up. Hannah will be in right field this one. And there's Coach Hadley doing a great job at first. With the visors, the pit visors. Pit Vipers, I believe. So when we were in school, Adam, we are talking about this. What was your what was cool when you were in school to wear to the game? You know, like the Nikes. Now it's Pit Vipers and New Balance. What was cool when you were playing in your days?
That's a good question. We were all Nike stuff.
Yeah.
Jordans.
Jordans. Yeah. Did you ever have any of the original Jordan 1s? Did you have those?
No, I never was fortunate enough to do that. I have some now. But I had them as a kid.
Half the stuff we buy now is things we wanted as a kid, isn't it? Isn't it?
Couldn't get as a kid, we're getting them now.
My favorite shoes of all time, Adam. There's a pair of Nike Jordans called the Jordan Jumpmans, black and red. Rolled into middle school, my buddy had a pair, and I said, I vow to all things holy, I will own a pair one day.
You know those ugly starter jackets people used to wear?
Yeah.
Yeah, back then it was so cool. Now it's
Yeah. Nobody wants it. Find them at the DAV. Nice swing for a pitcher. Reagan bringing a little heat. Be fine with that. 58 minutes of game clock in this one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 4th we go. I asked a coach one time in one of our friendly organizations, I said, do you prefer home or away? They said, every chance we get, we want to be away. I've heard several coaches say that. They want to go out there, strike first, strike hard, set the tone. Yeah, literally. No mercy. They want to be first on the field, or first to bat. A lot of coaches think that way. You know, set the stage, put a little fear into them, make them trail us. You know. Foul ball. Nice job. Nice job. I love to see the other coaches cheering on each side. I love that. Great guy, great coach. Love to see that. Good team to play. You want to play those teams that are respectful. When they're better than you, you want to see that rivalry, friendly rivalry. It's good stuff. She's going to take a walk down first base lane. So we'll post up over at first for Novak. New batter with a runner on first, nobody out. So most likely this will be the last inning of work as we approach about 10 minutes of regulation in the clock. Ball 1 called.
So does your mentality change?
You know, I'm all about, in my opinion, the mentality at this point is not pitch to contact, try to get a couple ground outs. That's what I'm out after. Not worried about strikes right now. Too much time gets consumed when worrying about a strike battle. And for K's, pitch to contact, rely on your defense. Let's get some outs at first. Intentionally. Strand them. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on second. Runner advances a second on a steal. And that small ball mentality all day long, this FinTech team has gone after small ball, and it's worked. And she swings away for strike 3. Gets her. Zara knows what's at stake here. We understand. They're going to take a minute and kind of talk things over. So I think there may be an out at second. Can you walk me through what happened there, Adam? I think the runner stepped off the bag, and you can't do that. They're going to take a moment and call this over. See, she's out. Yep, she's out at second. Sometimes you gamble. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. So 2 out.
Earlier we had to strike out like Khaos.
You get a refund. And that's a center field hit right there by number 98. That's the second time up she's hit. 2 hits, two good job, number 98. Good job, kid, over there.
That's one of your teams. It's a fireball.
Yeah. Definitely not afraid to hit that ball. Fast, strong hitter, aggressive, runs with her head down.
Same scenario.
Get the out at first, pitch to contact, just like that. Fast and furious. Don't look at the ball, to the base. That is true. So 2 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, Adam. We need a rally with under 10 minutes to go in this one. Run production. Takes her back to second. Thou shalt not steal third. Swings away. Seen a lot of attempted steals here today. Successfully stolen base number 5. Drops it. Runner advances to third. Oh, makes the, ooh, just safe at third. That was close. That was close. Nice job by Zara. That was close. Close at third, man. Real close. So runner on third, 2 out rally, 2 ball, 3 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Above the head, she'll take a base. She'll take a ace of base over to the corners. Bring up the starting pitcher number 9 for the Spin Tech. Oh, they had so many good songs, man. Don't Walk Away. I Saw the Sign. I love that band. So we'll bring home a run, or should they score in time, they do bring in a run. So Spin Tech giving themselves a little extra cushion. 7-3, the 2 outs. Runner advances to second on a steal. Just like Taylor says, shake it off, Adam. Or for your older crowd, you could shake it like a Polaroid picture from Outcast days. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Number 9 at the plate, runner on second. 2 balls and a strike. Spin Tech gone to their last out. Oh boy. It's a deep hit. That's going to bring in an RBI to make it 8-3. So run rule situation now comes into play where we must keep him to 6. Strike called. Runner will advance to second on a steal. Another steal. Stolen all the bases, man. If it's not nailed down, they are stealing it today out there. All over the place. No ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. So, Adam, you think we're bad luck over here on this side? Thinking about it? Getting all these action shots? Maybe go back to where we're go back to the zone. We do. There's something to be said about that. Never give up. Never say die. That's right. I saw the interview you mentioned too about if you give us 1 more strike, that's how Khaos is. 2 ball. A strike. Understandable. You know, give yourself a. So now we start getting into a situation, Adam, because we're at 5 minutes of game clock remain. We have to avoid the run rule to be able to have a chance to tie, because of insurmountable, we cannot allow 2 more runs. So we'll put the runners on first and second. So what are you thinking right now? What's going through your mind, man, if you're out here watching this?
I'm thinking that I'm gonna find a way to get in there. We're so close. We're up to the last chance here.
We got a 2-out situation going on with bases on first, second occupied. They're gonna give Reagan a setter out and bring Hannah in to the game. You know, and I respect that. You gotta give them a fresh look. We got 3 great pitchers: Hannah, Reagan. You got to give them a chance to. Hannah, Birdie, Reagan, give them a chance to do their thing. When it's not working. 5 minutes ago. It's a 2-out rally situation here. Runners on first and second.
So the go-ahead sitting around is at first.
Insurmountable is at first. That is correct. 8-3. You just have to avoid runs. Give them all the balls they want, strikes. Just get the out at first. We need an out at first. Plays it first. Take the easy out. Give us a chance. You know, that's how actually, speaking of give me a chance, that's how I asked my wife out on our first date. I said, hey,
Give me a chance.
worst you can say is no.
She bought that?
She did. She bought it. I said, I'll take you to dinner. Worst you can say is you don't like me, right? Oh, we went to a fancy restaurant. We went to somewhere where you sit down and had menus and everything. It was Red Beans Bayou Grill. Yeah, man. Ordered some. Now I did mess up because she didn't like that type of food, so that didn't win me any points. But the gesture counted. She just doesn't like, crawfish or Cajun food in general. She's more of a kind of a chicken strip kind of person, pizza, more of a Dino's kind of girl. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 ball. So Hannah makes her way into this pitcher's lane. That's not going to come easy for me. 2 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Pitching lane. Swings away for strike 1 as runner will advance to third on a steal and second. Still the same. Just like the Matrix, Adam, nothing changes. Redo. Go back. That's right. Up high for a ball 3. Hitters count right here for 3-1. So we're getting very, very, very dangerously close to time expiration. 2 runs will seal the deal. And that's up high. And that's it. That's going to bring it home. So that's insurmountable. That's ball game. So that will be ball game based off insurmountable. So congratulations, Spin Tech, for coming in and giving your A game. It was great to play you. It was an honor to play this team, a great organization. Thank you all for watching online. Thank you, Genesis Complex. Thank you, Facebook, Sideline, and YouTube. Adam, any closing words out there for you, man?
No, it's been fun. Thank you all.
We'll see you next weekend. Another tournament. Always another